Did you guys see that recent LTT video where they made a rack?
This one where they make the lack rack.
Well, that reminded me that I actually made a rack of my own, and I haven't posted on here in like 2 years, so you guys don't know anything about it. One of the big problems that I have with 19-inch racks is that they're massive.
I mean huge.
And I have a pretty small house, so I didn't want to take up too much room. Now, I know that there's a 10-inch rack. I have some stuff in here that there's just no way it would fit. So I made my own out of aluminum extrusion and some angle brackets. And then I also made, let's show you here. So this is it. This is my DIY rack. Right now, I kind of have just what is like a dog feeding mat up here, but I'm actually going to replace it with what I have in the rest, which is 3D printed Scatus. And then on the side here, that's actually just for holding like big power bricks, because there's not a lot of room inside there, and I wanted to keep the wire management pretty neat and tidy. But on the front here, just a big old DIY patch panel right up here for kind of distribution. And then we have a smart switch that is not Omada certified because, you know, I didn't always have Omada, but then here is my Omada gigabit router right over here. That is Omada. It's a really good system. It's a lot like the Ubiquiti system. In fact, some of the cues kind of feel like they ripped Ubiquiti off a little bit, but it does its job. And then I have a 2.5 gigabit switch up here that I use for PoE and just 2.5 gigabit, which is pretty freaking sweet. But then we have my SBC boards. So I have a Pi KVM over here that has an HDMI and a USB that you can't see right now. This is my main DNS. This is actually running off of PoE. So in theory, if the whole system goes down and it comes back up, that should boot right up and start doing its job. And then here is Home Assistant. I didn't lock Home Assistant in for some reason. I should probably do that real quick. One moment. Ah! I need to fix this drawer. This is a laptop that I broke a long time ago, and it's still pulling duty, right? So like I've got Proxmox running on this, and then it's doing a little bit of redundant DNS stuff for my network. This is the Miniswarm N5 Pro. This is a NAS for crazy people. You probably don't need this, especially if this is your first home lab. This should be like a second device once you've kind of learned the ropes a little bit, and then you want something that's an entire home lab in one box. You can do that with this guy. So that's my DIY rack. I absolutely love it, and I want to know if you guys have done anything similar. And then, do you guys want the files for this? I can put them online. It's a little messy. It's like a fever dream of trial and error.